Hi, everybody. It's Karen Eriksson-Lee again with Michelle Smeltzer from the Department of Social Services as the community liaison for Warren County, where we reside here. And we were talking off camera a little bit about some of the reasons why someone might be reluctant to reach out for help through Department of Social Services. Um, and I would just wanted you to share with everybody a little bit about that and what the myth uh, or misconception is there for people. What's holding them back from getting really much needed help
Right.
From you?
So we think that people, especially, parents with children that are experiencing some kind of a crisis or maybe they lost their jobs and they are having trouble paying some of their bills, paying their rent. Um, we, we're not out to be punitive. We don't want to, we're not looking for families that we can take children from. We want to help those families. And I mean, we have a job developer that can help you with a resume and help you get a job. And we do have some funding to pay or help pay some of the bills that you need, your electric, your water, your rent, that type of thing. And then we know about the resources within the area that could also help you pay those bills. So we want to be able to be a resource instead of somewhere that you're afraid to contact because
Mhm.
you're afraid of what's going to happen, a negative thing that's going to happen. Um, if someone calls us and they don't have food, we'll help you get food. We will give you food. We have a small food pantry here. We'll give you the resources to go to the food pantries in Warren County.
Mhm.
So, we're here to help people,
Mhm.
not be punitive towards them
Mhm.
um, when they're going through some of these life challenges.
Mhm. And so I know you were talking as well that if it came down to a complete lack of housing for whatever uh, the reason could be, and there's, as we know, so many reasons why someone could be in crisis and why they find themselves all of a sudden without a home,
Right.
whether it was a fire or whether or whatever, or like you said, a loss of a job and an unforgiving landlord maybe. Um, if they've already been displaced, you said there's not a local shelter for families, but you
Right.
are able to.
So we will try to find a shelter for them. It'll be outside of Warren County. Um, and some people don't want to leave. They don't
Yeah.
want to leave where they're familiar, what
Yes.
they're familiar with. So sometimes that's challenging. But
Yes.
again, a lot of people, if they have family,
Stay with family.
they end up staying with family. They end up staying with friends. They're very resilient. They end up, we don't have families on the streets. You know,
Hmm.
you just don't see that.
Yeah.
So I mean, they find a place to go, and
Okay.
even if it's a motel, and those can be quite costly. We do have some funds to help pay for that. It's not long term, of course,
Hmm.
and it's not something that happens. We can't help 1 week a month or whatever. I mean, we just don't have those kind of funds, but we can certainly help, you know, try to bridge that gap
Hmm.
of paying for a motel and then helping you get to the place where you can be self-sufficient, whether it's finding a job or whatever it is.
Hmm.
So we do our best to
Yeah.
help and not
And
hinder.
bes- and besides the food pantries, is Department of Social Services, is that where someone would go if they needed food stamps?
Yes.
Or okay.
Hmm. Medicaid,
Yeah.
their SNAP is food stamps.
Okay.
Um, we have energy assistance, so we have cooling and heat. Um, we do have childcare assistance, though I think there's a wait on that, a long wait time on that.
Okay.
But and then there's crisis. There's some crisis money out there for various things.
Okay.
And then the ministerial money that that I manage, that kind of bridges some, if you don't fall into a department that or a program, because some of our programs are very specific. You have to have be a family with children. Some are the child can't be older than 6, or you have to be a senior over the age of 60, or have a disability. So sometimes they're very specific on what you can use funds for. And so
Okay.
there are a lot of people in between that don't fall into any of those.
Yeah.
So
So
our
that's what the
ministry,
churches,
yeah,
yeah, come in and
can
help.
help with that.
Help
Yes.
bridge the gap. That's wonderful. Well, when we come back and we talk about Hearts, which I know you are on the board of that, right?
Yes.
And kind of helping manage that.
Yeah, I'm the
Um,
president of the board
you are the president board
yeah.
of that. Okay. So everybody, we'll be back shortly with Michelle, and we will talk about Hearts, which is our local homeless um, thermal shelter for the winter months. So, all right, everyone, we'll be back shortly.